Welcome to Digby Island, a wonderful little stopover, only a half a day's sail from the Percy's. It's part of the Beverley Group and it's the largest and most southern island. It's got a lagoon type entrance with a beautiful little sandy beach, lots of coral, and if you climb the hill you can actually get telephone coverage to make all those vital phone calls. The Peacock family that are sailing north as well on their boat, all of us have decided we would like to make some phone calls. There is no track to the top of the hill and you're walking through chest deep grass, which is a bit of a challenge for the young ones. You ever work so hard to make a phone call?
Take it for granted, don't you?
We've walked a long way up this hill so we can make a few phone calls, and everybody just leaves a message.
I will give you a call back as soon as possible.
Hi Luke, we've climbed up a very large hill, got scratched legs so I could make this message just to ring and say hello. Hello. Some people just don't care about the effort you make to make a phone call and they just don't answer.
Doesn't that drive you mad?
Digby is a perfect stopover, especially in the southerly trade winds. You could spend many days here exploring, snorkeling and diving, but we're off in the morning and we're heading to Mackay. We're the last to leave Digby, everyone else has left, and our friend Jet has gone with his family and they've sailed off to Mackay. Well, we've got a good breeze, but we're going to punch right into it, so we'll see what we can do by adjusting the sails. But I think the breezes are going to come up to about 20 knots this afternoon, so a bit stronger as the afternoon wears in. So just out to our starboard, we've got Purdue Island. It's only safe for fair weather anchoring, plus the anchorage is around the other side. We've got nor'westers blowing in at 25 knots now, and it's supposed to be blowing that strength all through the night, so definitely we're not stopping there. But in fair weather, it'd be worth to stop and have a look. So it brings back memories. We're just about to sail through about 30 coal ships. So most I've ever seen was off Newcastle. I think we did 110 or 116 ships. But 30 coal ships, it's quite something to dodge around. Breaks the boredom. And as you can see, the seas and the swell has died right down. And quite a pleasant So the day started pretty rough, but it's ended perfect. It's just beautiful conditions as we pull in. We're only about half an hour from pulling into Mackay Marina. With the entrance to the harbour and the marina, there's orange flashing lights that flash when there's a ship coming out, and that means us small craft have to wait. But I can't see any orange flashing lights anywhere, so we're going in. Mackay Harbour has loading facilities for molasses, fuel, wheat. It's a nice little harbour. At least half of it is for cruising yachts, and it's very, very friendly, and probably the last marina that's really, really well priced. So there's heaps of restaurants, heaps of food, fuel's well priced, cheap hire cars. What a great place. We're viticuled, filled up, and we're ready to go again. Good morning. We're off to Keswick Island and St Bees Island. They're very close to each other with a little channel. It's only about a 3.5 hour sail, and looking forward to getting there. Got a pretty good sailing breeze. We've got about nearly 18 knots from the south. We're sailing at 8 knots across the swell. But
It's good to have the anchor up again and be underway. Looks like it might be a fantastic day. The seas look quite calm, so we'll see what the day brings.
what do you think of Keswick?
Keswick looked lovely. It was nicely, reasonably sheltered. We just didn't have the inclination to go ashore. Too many houses, so we'll find another island to traipse around on.
Yeah, there didn't seem to be enough, I don't know, there wasn't enough golden beaches, only rocky shores and houses. It's sort of like pulling up in a bit of suburbia really. People fly in on their own planes and live in their houses, and actually I think they're going to build about 270 houses in one day a marina right where we're anchored. But yeah, it didn't really make us want to go ashore. We've got a patrol boat coming in this morning. Wouldn't be a bad job in the Navy, would it? So they've come in to check the boats, and we were just leaving. I think they've were a bit worried when I started filming them, but they've been on. They pulled up to the boat next to us to inspect. So they obviously do inspections on boats to make sure we're not legal immigrants or unregistered boats in Australia. I'm sure there's a story, but we're sailing off. They're on now, leaving this second boat, going to the third one. Very interesting, bit of excitement. So it's actually not a patrol boat, it's Customs and Border Protection. So we've had a close encounter. Obviously they're going into checking, making sure we're all Australian vessels and we're not bringing any drugs in with us. Looking boat though, it looks like it would be fast. So they've been sitting off us since sunrise, been sort of anchored off the bay, and they've just decided to come in and check all the boats. Alas, they missed us because we put our sail up just before they got there. I think they were wondering whether they should pull us over or not. See if it exists or not.
Well, the island definitely exists. I think what you mean is whether the resort is still in operation.
Yeah.
We will see when we get there.
So this little bit of channel between the two islands is actually quite shallow. You can't bring your yachts in here, and it's high tide going out, so it's been going out for about half an hour. So eventually it'll get pretty shallow. So we're going for a ride up here while it's still deep enough. Looks pretty good. It's a mixture of sand and coral. So originally the island was used as a coconut plantation. And you'll find most of the coconut trees all up and down the Coral Coast were actually transplanted from here and taken to the island. It was then used to be a horse stud, and the horses were bred for the Indian Army. But after mechanisation, the horse stud went broke, and they opened a tourist resort in 1933. Operated right up until about the global financial crash. And again, all you people that go to Bali, there's another resort closed because you keep going to Bali instead of holidaying in Australia. The cyclone doesn't look like it's helped it either. Nice solid foundation. resort closed in 2011. Since then it's been purchased. They have got some plans in with council, but seem to have trouble raising the finance and getting permissions to open back up. And the sea surges from the last cyclone have done a fair bit of damage. It's very sad. It's very sad to see a resort go like this, and so many of them. Go through the passage of Goldsmith and Lion Island. It's only quite narrow, and in the background we can see Thomas Island, which is still a fair way off, but it's a spectacular view.
Can you imagine the way it will be, where there's no time and everything is free?
Beware if you're bringing your dinghy ashore. The beach looks beautiful and sandy, but on low tide there's a million bombies, and you won't be able to get your dinghy out, and the tide goes out really quick. So yeah, a bit deceiving, and just got to be careful of the bombies you don't get your anchor wrapped around the chain. Beautiful island, nice for a bit of a walk and a bit of a wander. There's heaps more bays. Maybe on the way back we'll stay on the southern side in Dingy Bay, because that looks really nice. Alright, well, time to leave. There's heaps of islands, but we're going to go to shore this morning. See you there. Shirley's decided we're going to sail, so it should be fun. We've got Jack and Cleo this morning. We've got a sailor.
On our trip in honour of our little Shirley who couldn't make it. So this island's for you, Shirley. Love you.
See, the currents run pretty strong through here, so we're going to have to tuck in pretty close to the beach, so we'll be out of the currents, and hopefully we won't have a rock and rollin' night. Push it all the way down. Right.
This is flat out, flat out, flat out. It's too blowy, so
we're going where all the other boats.
We're going where all the other boats are.
Yeah, well, it looks like a bit of a funnel up there, so we're just having a look at the resort and we'll head over to the other anchorage. Over.
It's way better than being in a classroom.
It's better than working as well. Well, that's all we've got time for this time. Next week we'll be sailing all around the Whitsundays, so look forward to Whitehaven Beach and all those beautiful sandy places. See you then.